Tonight we got Matthew chapter 13. So this one has a lot of parables in it, and is Jesus speaking pretty much the entire time. So it starts out with the parable of the sower. So a sower drops seeds on different terrain, and it talks about how that in this parable the seed is the word of God, and how sometimes it can get snatched away before it ever has time to take root. Sometimes it takes root, but it's a shallow root. Sometimes it takes a decent root and grows up nicely, but it gets choked out by thorns, which would be being like choked out by the world. And how sometimes it takes perfect root and grows perfectly, which would be a normal follower of Christ. And then he also talks to his disciples about how the disciples actually have the gift of it says, "To you it has been given to know the secrets of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it has not been given," which is actually fulfilling a prophecy from Isaiah. Then he explains it to his disciples, and then he goes on to tell the parable of the weeds. So there's a wheat field. This guy's enemy comes in, puts seeds in there. These seeds are weeds. So now there's all of these weeds in the crop. So the guy that owns the field tells to his workers, pull out the weeds, burn them, pull out the wheat, put it in my barn. So that is talking about basically the end times. How in the end, in this, the weeds would be the unrepentant sinners, people that deny Christ, don't follow Jesus, and how they will end up in the lake of fire, basically, is the analogy there. And then he takes the believers, which would be the wheat in this context, to his barn, which would be basically heaven. And then goes on to tell the parable of the mustard seed. So the mustard seed is a super small seed, which apparently can grow on many various terrains. And it starts out super small, and it ends up as big as a tree. So I was talking about how it should be like that. And then just goes on kind of in these next couple sections here to emphasize basically like the beauty, the value, and the worth of the kingdom of heaven and how important it actually is. But the entire chapter 13 as a whole is a really good one.